Normally, when a test car arrives here at Motorweek, it's the top-of-the-line model with the most powerful engine. After all, car makers do want to put their best foot forward. But we know that these are not the cars that most people buy. So as much as we love driving this hot Mitsubishi Eclipse GSX, we decided to also sample the base model of its Diamond Star twin, the Eagle Talon ESI. And as soon as we got it, we started looking for the differences between our Eagle Talon ESI and its fancier relatives. The most obvious, of course, is the price. Starting at only $14,460 and carrying a total tab of $16,061, our realistically equipped test car was more in tune with the budgets of younger America. But no one will ever feel shortchanged based on the Talon ESI's exterior. While lacking some of the more expensive TSI's fancy trim, it still retains plenty of its sporty car flair. Actually, differences between Talon trim grades are fairly subtle, such as the absence of the TSI's lower body cladding and a lack of fog lights in the Talon's aggressive nose, plus smaller 14-inch steel wheels wearing high-mileage Goodyear rubber. But there's still plenty of performance to be found in the ESI in the form of the Neon Sport Coupe's 2-liter twin-cam 16-valve 4-cylinder. With 140 horses and 131 pound-feet of torque, it's the horsepower king of its class. We highly recommend the standard front-drive 5-speed over the optional 4-speed auto to best exploit this power. Do so, and it's good for 0 to 60 in 8.4 seconds. And a quarter-mile time of 16.2 seconds at 85 miles per hour. Not bad for a low-butt Sportster and only a second slower than the TSI. Nor is handling from the ESI's all-independent suspension. There is more front push than the TSI, and you give up a bit of steering feel, but it's still spirited fun on a twisty road. And secure at the end of it, thanks to very capable 4-wheel disc brakes. An anti-lock system is optional. But as good as the performance is, the choppy ride reminded us that the ESI is the base model, as do the somewhat utilitarian selection of plastic and seat fabrics that line the interior. The dash design, however, is the same pleasing example of form and function that we praised in the most expensive Talon and Eclipse models. Significant functional pieces include dual airbags and large clear analog gauges. Our staff was divided about the seats, some considering them too thinly padded, while others favored their firm feel. Everyone, however, liked the Talon standard height-adjustable seatbelts, unusual for a coupe. Agreed, too, that the ventilation system's large rotary controls are excellent, and that the optional AM/FM cassette stereos controls were well laid out. The rear seat is pretty small, but folds to provide a total of 16.6 cubic feet of trunk space. On top of that, the Talon ESI gets the same safety features as high-end sports cars. They include dual airbags, enhanced seat belts, available anti-lock brakes, and 5-mile-per-hour bumpers. And don't forget mileage. EPA ratings are 20 city and 32 highway. We managed a test loop of 25. Quite a selection of features, considering that the ESI is the entry-level member of the Talon line. It may have a few rough edges, but the Eagle Talon ESI and almost identical Mitsubishi Eclipse RS are both clearly a lot of car for not a lot of car and insurance payments. And that's good news for every driver that yearns for a bit of high-performance fun on a real-world budget.